Hi everyone, it's time for your favorite YouTube video, Late Night Pyramid Intel. Yay! Alright, so this is 5 ways to hack the Overwhelm program, also known as the I don't have enough time program. And here's my disclaimer. This is not medical advice. I am not a trained professional. If you have physical or mental problems or questions, you need to consult a licensed professional. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? All right. So the first thing you need to do is identify that you actually have a program running so that you'll be motivated to do something about it. So I'm going to give you some proof, some things that you can hopefully align with that will help with that. The first thing is the time-space illusion is such because physics, the laws of physics do not support it to be a real thing. And so that's a big red flag for me. And I'm going with it. It's my truth and I'm sticking to it. Okay. The second thing is, if this has not happened to you, it may not resonate either. If this has not happened to you yet, it will, because clearly if you are on here with me, you're clearly on the path of a high vibrational being. You're ahead of the pack. And so some people will have experienced this already. When you have an interaction with a higher vibrational being, when information is coming in from a higher dimension, it does not come through in a linear fashion. It comes through as a thought form where all the information comes at once. Boom. It's quite different. You experience it once, you'll not forget it, and you will know the difference. Instead of like a story in linear fashion, it's like boom, you get the whole concept. It kind of blows you out. You're not used to receiving information in that way, so you can't miss it. So I wouldn't lie to you. Would I lie with this face lying? No, it's a real thing. So that also proves that it's only a concept in our lower thick pea soup dimension. Okay. So the third thing is the brain function as a computer system. Now this is one of my main Indigo X computer laws for the brain. It's my main one, which is this is a confusion, and a confusion does not exist on a computer unless it's malware. How does it blow out your computer? Because it's thrown something into the functioning system, and so that it cannot make logical deductions, and that's what malware is. And so you can know whether right now at this exact point in time or at any time in the future, if you keep spinning in confusion and you can't get out of it, then you have a problem. If you were truly overwhelmed and you had a normal functioning brain and that were a real thing, then you would simply recognize it and problem solve it, and you should be out of it within hours, days, weeks, certainly. When you go on a year or longer and you cannot seem to get out from under a to-do list, you just don't have enough time, that's your clue that something is up. And it isn't pretty. It's not working in your favor. Okay, so pull that shit out, just like that. Okay. The fourth reason is if you identify with anything like God, creator, God, source, energy, divine blueprints, any of that, then you cannot have divine timing and not have enough time, right? That's in conflict. So the funny thing is that the masses resonate with the truth of divine timing. It's one of those things that you hear coming out of everyone's mouth, and even though they're not conscious of why they're saying it because they're in resonance with this truth. They may not look deeper into it. It's coming out subconsciously, unconsciously, whatever, but they keep repeating it because somewhere in there it's resonating as a truth. So that's another clue that this is a real thing, divine timing. And the fifth thing is mindfulness and the power of now. If you go to that place, you will see the absolute truth. Eckhart Tolle has books on it. Everyone who's in the ascension process talks about mindfulness and the value of it. Karate Kid. And there's a book, Celestine Prophecy. If you haven't read the Celestine Prophecy, I highly recommend it because it will help you so much. Even if you already understand and know and all of this, it creates a really fun framework for you to operate in that makes you want to participate in mindfulness. It creates it's a short, quick read, like 3rd grade level, and you can pass it on to friends to, who are on this journey as well. So it's a great thing to have. And it will make it fun to every day stay in mindfulness so that you don't miss any of the synchronicities. What are synchronicities? They are crazy things that happen that are almost magical because the math, the odds of it being a coincidence are astronomical, if not impossible. And the crazy thing is, this happens every day if you are in this mindful state, and often several times a day. And that is so exciting. If you can achieve this and experience this, then you want to be in that place all the time. And when you're holding that kind of a high vibrational frequency, it is clear what the matrix is and the illusions and, all of that. So you've hacked it completely once you experience that. And the funny thing is, out of these steps, when you find one that you resonate with, that truth, and suddenly it pops you into it and you see it for what it is, you will have a surge of energy, high vibrational energy. It's a truth resonance energetic surge that you're having, and it's in such stark contrast to how you felt when you had this low vibrational malware blockage. You will feel euphoria, absolutely carefree. You'll see everything for what it is. That's the last thing that controllers of the matrix want you to experience. That's why from the time you are born, you are taught to exist within any space except the here and now. Everyone knows they're on autopilot. We all catch ourselves doing it. I don't think we realize, like anything, you don't know how much or where you really are until you're out of it and you can turn around and see it. Everyone's on autopilot, and there's no power when you're not in the now. There's no, you get energetically drained. You're like a hamster on a wheel. You're spinning and spinning and spinning. There's no escape. There's no escape because it's not real. It doesn't compute. You're not going to find your way out as long as you are functioning within that system. You're just going to spin out. And what am I trying to say? It shuts down all your functioning systems. You can't think. It stresses out your adrenals, your central nervous system. It's like a fight or flight. It's almost like the frequency of a fear that you can't escape from. It doesn't make sense, and when you're in that frequency, it gets a lock on you, and all your functioning systems are on red alert, and when you stay in that place, you start aging, you have disease and death, you just, yeah. So no ascension there, no ascension there. So it's really important that you get out of that space as quickly as possible. Everything that's happened in recent years has added to this program of confusion and chaos. They're laying it on thick right now. So do everything that you can to get there. It will be difficult to stay there indefinitely. You're going to fluctuate and go up and down. That's completely normal. You have a default program running that's been on you since you were born, and so you will have to keep gently reminding yourself, bringing yourself back to this new truth frequency of viewing it, what the real truth is. You have to essentially create a new program, a new filing system, a new neural pathway, so that you will start functioning on the new concept, the new filing system, instead of defaulting to the old one. When you keep bringing yourself back there without getting sucked into the guilt and the angst and the strife and like, what's wrong with me? Expect it. It's part of the process. Any angst or anything that you have is going to lower your frequency and pop you right back into the old one. And you don't want that to happen. No, 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 no. Okay. So you, as you go through this list, at some point will experience it. There might be a couple of triggers for you. Remember what those triggers are. that is going to be your flashcard to pop you back when you start to slide out of it. Write it on your hand, write it on Post-it notes, put it on the dash of your car, on your mirrors, whatever. You figure it out on how you can bring yourself back there. Each time you do it, it becomes more of a regular program. You're creating a stronger filing system. You're making a rut for for your neural pathway, new neural pathway that is that can be fired on effectively, easily. The more of a rut of a super highway that you create, the easier it's going to be to function on it. And eventually, you keep pulling yourself back away from the old one, that system will begin to atrophy and eventually shut down, just like any road that is not used, right? So that's what you want to do. That's how it works. I hope you found some value in it. And I can tell you that this is one of the most important things to hack. This is the one that is being targeted right now on everyone, especially on high vibrational beings, because if you're spinning out, you can't move forward, you can't, activate your light codes. Your brain's been hijacked. So, but it's easy to get out of if you want to. Everything is a choice. Even if you go through this list and the first time you go through it, you don't have any sparks that pull you out of it, you don't resonate with any great truths, you state the fact that you want to resonate with the truth of this program hack, and you will find it. It will come to you. You are in control of your brain. They don't want you to think that you are, and we haven't been because we didn't know any better. Now you know better, so now you can get out, okay? So have fun. I hope it helped. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.